Hello.
Hello.
Oh,
I am your GM for the evening. Probably for other evenings too.
Oh, good point. Good point.
Is it? I don't think it was. So it's been a little bit since we have played Who Remembers What Was Happening?
Last thing I remember is Chris was going to resurrect a dead god.
Edlin is doing nothing
I
but
was against
saying
this.
things. There's nothing but sanity coming from Edlin's head right now.
Uh-huh.
Well, that's what Edlin thinks.
Mm-hmm.
Edlin's got 2 traumas and a demon in his head.
and a demon.
Timothy has fill in the blanks.
I still got a sucking chest wound, I think.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Oh, I wasn't even talking about that. I've got internal damage.
I mean, that's my major thing right now. I'm going, ooh, look, I can see things.
Mm.
This hurts. Ow.
Why do I keep doing that?
Ow. And Vaughn is sick and disgusted with the group and wants them all dead. Is that
I don't believe that's accurate.
right? Okay.
He is deeply disturbed by Edlin
Why?
because Edlin interacted with the demon thing, and now it's in his head, and he's been talking to disembodied heads, and he's constructing some sort of flesh abomination. I feel these are all reasons for concern.
We have already got robotic abominations. What is wrong with adding flesh ones?
The robots are our friends.
We don't like the robotic ones either.
No, they're our friends.
They are? Since when?
Mhm.
We make
Since we
them.
built them.
By the way, Mark, I decided on calculating.
Which is the
Downtime action, yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Bond
and then,
has a trauma of vicious.
and then I believe Hamish was deeply disappointed in Vaughn's new attitude and was going to educate him.
Yeah, he and I have to have a talk. Because look, I want the good life for him too. But he is way too street for that. And it's just gonna go badly for him.
Hamish,
Just let me have my dream.
Hamish, you're just not
Huh?
doing that right.
What?
It's like, I think your life is too dirty for the nobility. You're not
right.
deep enough. You're not
Listen,
like,
you can't scrape
killer
yourself
enough.
off. You can't scrape yourself off the corner.
Nice.
Is that
That's a-
better?
Once a corner boy, always a corner boy.
Let me have it long enough to ruin it myself.
All right, but I'll be there to pick up the pieces.
Nobody gets
Really,
all
what
the-
you're doing is just as blind as what Edlin's doing.
Far less destructive.
Really?
Yep.
I don't know exactly, but Edmund is going there with his eyes open.
We'll see. Those nobles, they will turn on you. They'll turn on you as quick as a dead god will.
Mhm. You got to keep them off their feet.
Oh, Danny, did your voice just get weird again?
Did it?
Yep.
I don't
No,
know.
I don't know.
Talk some more.
Okay, I'm talking. Is
Yep,
it working?
it did. It
Dang.
did.
Dang.
What the hell?
Wait, did it just go back?
Yep.
Did it?
No, wait.
Well, at least Danny doesn't have to do a voice.
There we go.
Whoa, that is weird.
Timothy. Wow.
Mhm.
So, quick question, GM Mark.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got a formula to help store bodily mass without it decaying.
Uh-huh.
I've got a revive formula. Is there anything else I think I will need for to bring back a sewn together corpse? Because I was looking through the whole rules, and I think I'm matching all of the whole steps.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna look at.
So I figured that is, body parts in the tanks. I sew them together. Then I store the whole body in a tank with that formula in it. Let's see.
Then I open one of my eight mouths and sing the song that ends the world.
Then
So maybe a soul vessel.
Yeah, but that's going to be more on the magical side, isn't it?
I mean, it's arcane, yeah.
Because right now I can do Sparkcraft and I can do Alchemy.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to take that other way, or because I did pick up Consort, so I'm going to have to get a tune and pick up a couple now from the next step.
It's been a little bit since we played, so I don't know if everyone remembers what the next plan was, but you're about to start your next score, but you hadn't quite decided what your next score was going to be or how to implement it. So I've made that decision for you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Sure.
GM Fiat, what?
It's
What
not
sort of
GM.
crime are we committing?
It's not GM Fiat. It's in media res. It's a technique used in film and television
GM
shows,
Fiat.
where you start in the middle of the action and then you flash back to the things that you guys need to set up the action.
Okay.
So we'll begin our cool episode with a shot of a painting. It's a painting of a throne with some sort of smoky figure sitting in it.
No.
And as the camera, you're muted there, Jim.
No, I don't think we would have done anything to do with that. we would have steered clear of that. I flash back.
So
Tell the person no.
We flash back to Hamish saying, no, absolutely not.
And by person, I mean Edlund. No.
Why do you assume it's me?
right,
Throne, smoky figure.
you didn't finish. Let me finish my description. You may change your mind.
All right. All right.
So as the camera slowly pans back and you can, see more and more of the picture and then the surrounding environs, water starts rising up the painting. And as the water gets up, like the throne is the exact right color so that when the water fills up, it disappears.
Sure.
So the throne sort of disappears. And as we pan back a little bit more, we can see that it's actually a water clock. And, and then it's a water clock slowly filling up with water.
Is it one I have?
No, it's not one you have.
I must look for it.
Because as we pan back farther, it's actually in a rail car with a whole bunch of other, wooden slatted boxes all around it. It's actually got like wooden slatted box that it's sort of, sitting in.
Okay.
And we pan back and you can see that it's a rail car. And then we go back even further into the next car and the next car and the next car. And then we come to you guys.
All right.
All right. Well, now I know where that water clock is.
We're going to do a train robbery.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Every good crime crew needs a train robbery.
Right.
I like it.
So the train is currently going through the Deathlands. Because that's what trains do.
Yep.
Travel between the settlements. You're headed back to Duskfall. You've just got to get away with the goods.
What did we grab?
Well, you haven't grabbed anything yet.
Okay.
We'll do the engagement roll and see, how well you're set up, but we're assuming that you've already got on the train.
All right.
That those are the goods you are after for whatever reasons.
So these are the goods that we just, saw in our cutscene.
Well, it's not a cutscene. It's, the beginning of the episode.
Mm-hmm. It's the establishing shot.
Right.
Can I do a flashback right now, actually, Mark?
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna do one. I actually got information that this water clock is the water clock that contains the hunk of star iron that I'm looking for.
So like the gears and things are made out of it?
Just the piece of star iron that I was looking for. Sure, if the gears are made out of it, whatever.
Hey,
One of the gears.
Oh,
He can
no.
replace that gear.
It's not the same. It's never going to be as
it's
accurate.
never gonna work.
This you've actually this is sort of the job that LaRose was having you guys do.
Okay.
This is stuff that was bound for the Madame Teslin and her group.
Okay.
And you have talked with Sister Thorn, gotten the the route, which car it's going to be in, and she's gotten you out of the city and into where you could waylay a train.
All right. Does that work for a flashback?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
And then you're on the train. You've got all sorts of Deathlands gear that you're wearing. Because it's a dangerous environment. The way I thought of it would be like Mad Max, the new one, when they're riding through the storm.
Mhm.
Except that instead of violent orange, it's more of a greenish gray.
What are you doing, Chris?
I've got a
Yelling
top
at me.
hat.
Okay,
I've got a top hat. That's all I know. I've got a post-apocalyptic top hat.
absolutely. Yeah, and this is your chance to wear all of your post-apocalyptic gear.
What would
Because-
a post-apocalyptic top hat look like?
It's
It's
have
got a gear on it.
Exactly. It's a top hat, but I'm wearing goggles.
Yeah, it's also got goggles. I mean, come on.
Okay.
Everyone, the goggles.
They do nothing.
Maybe just a little bit ratty.
Yeah. So this is your chance to wear your post-apocalyptic gear because it's real shitty out there in the Deathlands. Gas masks, goggles, heavy leather stuff.
I'll wear with this,
Ooh,
the
so,
NCR Rangers and
so
Fallout
we can
New
go
Vegas
with heavy.
wearing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd all be at heavy load because you're not in the city. You're not. There's nothing to
Wait,
hide.
We ain't trying to hide nothing.
Okay, so are we going to try to flashback? I guess. Are we going to try to rob the train and get away, or are we going to try to slip in a counterfeit object and take what we need, and then slip off the train quietly, or
I feel we're just taking a look
grab
at
the
the test around.
stuff and just jump off the train when we can?
So
I do not think we should be jumping off the train in the Badlands.
Yeah,
it's the
definitely
Deathlands.
that.
Deathlands.
Deathlands, sorry. Badlands are something else.
Yeah, they're not just bad. They're
Yeah, they're not just bad. They're deathy.
Ooh.
So your biggest problem being out in the Deathlands is there's lots and lots of ghosts out here. I mean, this is pretty much where all the ghosts are.
That's where
Because
they
there's
hang
lightning.
out.
There's lightning fields to keep them out of the cities. And so your biggest issue is actually going to be to get back in the city because there is a big lightning barrier, and it's not something that you can just walk across. You will be electrocuted.
Well, I was thinking as we cross back into the
Well, I
city,
assume the
what
train
district does the
crosses
train
into it
stop
fine.
in?
Yes, the train crosses into it fine. They've got sort of an airlock system, where they bring it in and
So if we just stayed on the train, they could bring us right in.
Yeah.
right. I mean, essentially. So it's really more of, do you want to hide out on the train until you get there, or do you want to take over the train and ride it in, or
Take over the train and just ram it right through the. Yeah. Ah!
Nice.
No.
I like that one.
however you guys want to do it. But yeah, you guys are on the train, so let's make the engagement roll to see what the starting situation is.
Yeah.
What do we get the bonuses on?
Anything done stealthily, basically. When you execute a clandestine infiltration, which this seems to qualify as.
I'd say it does.
All right.
And you're going to have 3 dice base, just from your advantages and disadvantages.
So
that-
And we get an extra die for being second story.
yeah, your extra die. So who wants to make that roll?
do it, Shane.
How many dice am I rolling?
4.
Engagement.
5.
It's pretty good. Yeah. So you're in a risky position when the action starts. Who knew?
It seemed likely.
Right. So
It would seem to make sense.
so this isn't quite, like a Snowpiercer train where, people live on it and there's classrooms and greenhouses and lots of other silly things. Nor is it a super train situation, even though that would be a pretty awesome idea for a game.
Mhm.
Super train.
Yeah.
Super train.
We should play that. Oh no.
I like it.
I like it.
So there's a couple like passenger living type, cars, but they don't get a lot of traffic. It's
Okay.
mostly all, freight and stock cars. In fact, they keep the passenger cars in the back of the train.
Okay.
So you've got engines, locomotives, and then a whole bunch of stock and freight cars, and then the passenger cars.
Okay.
And then, of course, a caboose, because it's that time when you would have a caboose. And the trains are usually run by the rail jacks.
Okay.
Where's the security stay?
Well, that's the security. They mostly stay in the caboose back in the passenger stuff, but
Okay.
they're situated throughout the train. I mean, there's a big majority of them are at the front. That's where the train goes, so that makes sense. And then they're mostly for the passengers.
Okay. Hey, you guys
know,
want to
either-
detach? You want to detach the passenger cars?
Why?
Because that's where most of the guards are, and it keeps anyone from ruining our, heist.
I was thinking we'd just detach the caboose and lose the guards. Create a crisis back there that they need to rush back to fix.
Oh yeah, but then like some of the passengers might get ideas.
True.
So you guys start. We'll say the middle of the train. That's where you guys picked up.
Okay.
And yeah, you start in a risky situation. So you're on the train. You're in one of the stock cars, or probably like on the outside with the door, open.
Mm-hmm.
And there seems to be a disturbance and some yelling. It's hard to hear because, of course, the train is moving.
So we're still on the outside of the train.
No, you're on the inside, but I mean the door's
Okay.
still open, like the sliding.
So we're just haven't closed the door yet.
Right.
We like just got on. Okay.
Yeah. And there's like some ruckus happening in the car next to you.
Okay.
I'll close the
Listen
door.
carefully.
Finish closing the door so we can hear.
Okay. You're in a stock car, so there's a lot of boxes,
Okay.
piled up. In fact, there's not much room to even stand or move. I mean, they've got the doorway, cleared out, obviously, so they can
Yeah.
open and close the door. But basically, you're all just standing right there in the door. Everything else is piled up with boxes. Wooden boxes, not cardboard boxes. That would be weird.
That would be weird. So what are they talking about? Or yelling about?
Well, okay, you shut the door, you can't hear them anymore.
It's the car behind us or in front of us.
Yeah, it's the car in front of you.
I guess I'll close it most of the way then.
Okay. I mean, it's still tough to hear just because it's, a car over and the train is moving. So, voices just tend to whipped away. But they're definitely yelling that there's like intruders or we've got hobos or, something.
But not
Uh-oh.
ghosts.
Not ghosts.
Okay.
I mean, they have ghosts all the time. But
Damn hobos are trying to ride the train again.
that's why they tend to use trains, because they can move faster than the ghosts. They can run away.
Flashback. Can,
Flashback.
can we secure some security uniforms or train jack uniforms?
Railjack uniforms.
Yeah, that.
They don't necessarily wear uniforms other than all of their post-apocalyptic gear.
Okay, so that's all. We're wife beaters, and we should fit right in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, as long as you're fully covered in your post-apocalyptic gear and it doesn't look like you just bought it at the store. I mean,
Yeah, because I buy things at the store.
If anyone of us buys things at the store, it's you.
It's true, but I don't have any money, so
I'm a scholar.
to spare.
I buy a lot of things at the store.
Where do you think he got at that top hat?
Right. No one left that on the street.
He had to go visit a farrier and everything.
Exactly. God.
So, what do you guys do?
I'm gonna draw my pistol and like sort of sidle up next to a box. If I can get up on top of boxes, that'd be even better.
Yeah, you can climb up on some of them.
I cough blood into a napkin. A clean.
And see if any railjacks like come into the our car, or if they seem to be talking about a disturbance, some other disturbance.
You do hear like hobnailed boots on the roof.
Okay.
I'm going to find something that I can throw out of the car so that it looks like we tossed the hobo out.
Meh.
You did say hobo, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Maybe a bag of clothes or a duffel bag or something like that.
Yeah, the
Something-
problem is everything
Something
in
with
here
a
is
Tyndall.
and it's right. You'll need a bindle to make it authentic.
Right.
Yeah, I mean everything in here is boxes. Now, I mean you could definitely flash back to have brought something that would work.
Okay, we'll flash back and grab a mannequin. Or a dummy or something like that.
We saw this coming.
Yeah.
We brought a
I don't-
mannequin.
I don't know.
Okay, well, that's probably going to be one stress because that's weird to bring a mannequin.
Yeah, it's awfully weird. Okay. We need a different plan.
Okay, so
I mean, the good news is, Timothy's voice is modulated, so no one will recognize it.
Yeah. I'm in witness protection.
So, is the stuff we want towards the engine or towards the caboose from where we are?
From where you are, it's probably like 4 or 5 cars down, closer
Towards
to
the caboose?
to the caboose.
Okay.
Okay. So we're middle of the way. We're in the middle of the cart, or the train, I should say.
Yep.
What does my hawk see?
Where is he?
He is up above the car, the train.
Okay. He sees a lot of ghosts. He's all like, "Caw, caw, motherfuckers!" Oh.
Caw.
Ghosts.
Yeah, and there are a couple railjacks who have, gotten out of their last car and have jumped over to your car and have climbed up the ladder, and they're making their way across the roof. To what do you call those things? Like trapdoor, I guess, on the roof. I don't know what the train version of those are called, but they usually have those.
How are they armed?
They're railjacks, so they've got like shotguns. They've also got these lightning rod sort of things
I relay this information.
that they use to keep away ghosts and to attack ghosts. But they also work on people since it's lightning.
You know.
I sort of shift my position so that I can, be next to one of these trapdoors.
Okay. The trapdoor opens.
By the way, as far as I can tell, swing doors.
Swing doors. Is that what they're called?
Well,
Swing doors?
the article I found, that's what they're called in Australia.
Well, Australia names things ridiculous. Didgeridoo, come on.
I mean, wallabies. What's that about?
Wallabies, I mean, really. Barbie? Oh, actually, that sort of makes sense. Okay.
It sort of makes more sense.
It's really just cutting off the last syllable.
Yeah.
True.
Kangaroo.
That's ridiculous. So yeah, the trapdoor opens up. Somebody sticks a lightning rod in, which of course lights up with an eerie blue light, and it's just crackling and hissing. And then somebody sticks their head in. What are you doing?
Well, I'm up near the roof, so I don't think he will see me.
Damn it, Keller! I am not going to sword fight them. I do not have that skill.
Oh,
Are you talking out loud?
Uh-huh.
I shoot the guy in the head.
Okay. You want to make a roll?
Sure.
Skirmish? I'm
I
thinking.
did get, yeah. Risky.
Yeah, it's gonna be risky standard.
All right, I've got a fine weapon.
Would you like to? They're actually one tier higher than you, so
Okay, so it'll be standard.
yeah. And then, do you want a devil's bargain, or are you gonna boost, or are you?
What's the
Gonna,
devil's bargain?
Well, you're shooting a gun inside an enclosed quarters. Everybody goes deaf.
That seems reasonable. I don't think I need it though, so I'm just gonna roll with it.
Okay.
Now that I said that.
Wow, you critted.
You got the
Yes,
crit.
I did. Yes, I
Critted.
did. I paint his brains across the other wall.
And do it in such a way as,
Right. You get increased effect,
yeah,
even.
that they don't notice you.
And do it very quietly. I like shoot it into, like some sort of like
He puts a
muffin
pillow in
material
front of
on
it.
the other side.
Flour bag of flour.
Right, a bag of flour.
That's our call sign for the Baker boys.
That's right.
Right.
We definitely. I won't charge you stress to bring a bag of flour. I mean, that just makes sense.
Doesn't it?
Right.
So we're not even attempting to for that. We have a hidden headquarters anymore, right?
Well, I mean, you were just attacked in it, so
Sure.
It's clearly not, no. It became non-hidden when the stupid newspaper people put it in the paper.
right.
Yeah, we're really gonna have to move headquarters to a different building or something.
Let's just move it up a floor.
There you go.
So
Now we're on the second floor. You'll never find us.
They would
let's see.
never
All right.
suspect.
Did you kill him?
Yeah, I'm gonna say with the increased effect, you paint the wall with his brains,
I
and
reach in and pull his body down. Reach out
Okay.
and pull his body down.
Well, let Mark finish though, because there's some
Yeah.
sort of.
yeah, and I was gonna say, and he drops his cool lightning rod.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Okay. I reach up and pull his body in.
Grab a
Okay.
lightning rod.
You start to pull his body in, and something starts pulling it back.
Okay.
What are you gonna do?
I reach down, pick up the lightning rod, and touch the lightning rod to his body.
Okay. So you're gonna let go?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think? Skirmish? Wreck?
Wreck, maybe?
I'm only thinking wreck because that's more deliberate than a
I
skirmish.
can see you argue wreck on this.
I mean, I'm thinking like you're creating a distraction and chaos,
Yeah.
really.
Exactly, but it's I'm touching an unmoving thing to
Yeah.
Right.
to hit the
I
person
kinda want-
that's
I kind of want Hamish to jump up on the roof and yell,
Oh.
this is Duskfall, and kick him off the side of the train.
That was actually a plan, Shane. I wasn't going to get this ball, but I can.
Just use the guy like a stepladder and leap up out of the
This
trap
is
door.
not ball.
Yep. Be great.
Yeah, so you want to roll, Edmund?
so wreck.
Or yeah, I think so.
What do we
Makes
got?
sense. It's gonna be. Risky standard, I think.
Okay.
And you're gonna push yourself, or
No, I don't
take a
got
double
the stress
target?
to really mess with that.
Ugh,
So not
that's not
much.
good.
Yeah.
Since we apparently went on a mission where I have internal damage and Timothy has a gut wound.
Hey, these trains only run at certain times, and the goods you want in them are gotta
This
go
is
when you gotta
the,
go.
object was moving.
I think Edlin grabbed the wrong end of lightning rod.
I might have.
Yeah. That's kind of what I'm thinking. You grabbed the wrong part of the lightning stick.
It's
That could be
invigorating.
dirty if you think about it.
Mhm.
Could be dirty.
They definitely could.
Let's all ponder how it could be dirty.
Mm.
All right. Um, so that's going to be some level 2 harm.
Okay, I'm about ready to take myself out of this fight, out of this game.
I look at Hamish like, what the hell are you waiting for?
No, I was waiting for me to describe what I'm doing. I'm actually opening up the door and going up on top while they're distracted in the.
Okay.
So level 2.
Yeah. So do you want to resist that?
Yeah,
I bet you do.
let's resist this.
I figured you did. It's going to be electrocuted, which you already have, but
Even more electrocuted.
right.
So what am
You've
I?
been electrocuted enough that I think you should get some resistance.
Well, I am wearing rubber gloves.
Well, that's good.
Obviously, there was a hole or something.
No, I do have a lightning thrower. I play with electricity.
Yeah. He knows how these things work. He knows he shouldn't have touched that part.
I am wearing my
Just as soon as he picked it up.
I am wearing my Indian rubber boots.
Right.
Or
Your
whatever the-
Indian rubber boots that wouldn't be called that in this.
Exactly. Whatever the equivalent of that would be.
Your Eruvian boots.
I'm wearing my Eruvian rubber boots. So what do I need to roll?
Well, it's a resistance roll, so
Prowess?
I always forget the names of these. Yeah.
Anything extra?
Nope.
Wearing Eruvian rubber stuff.
6. Nice.
Yep, you got a 6.
Huzzah.
So you take 0 stress and won't take the consequence.
When you roll a critical, is that a critical or not?
Did
No,
you get 2
not crit.
6s?
No, I
No.
did
You did
It's not a crit. Yeah. You need two sixes in the same roll.
Yep.
So I
Or,
absorb it.
really multiple 6s. Yep. So you absorb it and don't
Okay.
take anything other than your already existing electrocution.
Yes.
So yeah, those Indian rubber boots, those Eruvian rubber boots,
Right.
those were a good investment.
Mhm.
And my Eruvian rubber gloves.
Right. Yeah, he just sort of grabs it and turns and looks, and you see lightning dancing in his eyes, and he sort of does this number, and lightning dances along his fingers, and he's probably
Wow.
giggling the whole time. If I know Edlund, he's giggling.
There is giggling involved.
Ooh.
Meanwhile, Hamish,
Yeah.
thrown open the door.
Well, I'm opening it because there were people talking, so I'm just,
Yep. Yeah, you open the door. I mean, countryside's going by.
Okay, I'm gonna
It's
go
big
up
blasted.
the railway and hope that they're distracted by fighting at the.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you can, fairly easily, for you at least,
Uh-huh.
turn around, leverage yourself up,
Yep.
get up on the roof.
Uh-huh.
And as you do, there's one guy who's sort of half in
Uh-huh.
the hole. There's another one who was pulling at his body, but he stopped to pull out a flare gun and fired it just as you're coming up.
Oh shit.
Looks like we're doing this the hard way.
Oh.
And yeah, I mean, he's a railjack. He's got, a big long lightning rod thing.
Okay.
He's got that out. It's not, on, but he's got it out, and he's just fired a flare gun. And he's got a, gas mask.
Okay. Okay.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna whip my rope around his feet and try to just knock him off the train.
Okay.
Got reach, it's fine, heavy.
Right. Yeah, you got reach. Like I said, he's tier 2, so that sort of cancels out your
Fine. Yeah.
You're fine, but that's okay. I'm thinking risky standard. It probably shouldn't be too hard to
All right.
get him off balance, which is really all you need to do on a moving train.
Right. Risky standard. I'm not gonna push myself. 5.
Okay. Okay. So you do it, but there's a consequence. So the consequence, let's see. All right. So you've got your rope and you got it around him and just, jerk, which is enough to throw him off balance, which, like I said, is pretty much all you need to do on a moving train. He falls over, you hear him, ah! And then your rope gets pulled because it's still wrapped around him
Okay.
as he falls. So are you gonna let go or are you gonna go with it?
Ooh, this is like my rope.
That's my favorite rope.
What happens if I try to hang on?
I think probably just a resistance roll to see whether you get thrown off or not too.
All right. I'm
See
gonna
ya.
try to hang on because I'm
All right.
confident.
Okay.
I'm superhuman. I'm crazy strong.
So
You're not trained strong.
well,
Well,
He's
it
not
depends
wrestling
on
the
whether
train,
it depends on whether my rope gets caught in the train wheels or not.
Right.
Yeah.
another way to approach this would be to just put your rope in your teeth and tie to the train and just drag the train.
Right. Just,
Yeah, we could have just had him tip the train over.
So I'm gonna say that's a level 3 harm, which would be thrown off a train.
okay.
So now you get to
So,
resist it with prowess.
I'm going to use my special armor to lower by 1.
Okay. Make your resistance first because this is sort of an all or nothing. You're either thrown from the train or you're not.
Right. There's no reducing.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Sure, it does. If I. Okay. Nope. Yep. Check.
Okay, everyone, sit down. Let me tell you the story of Hamish Pike, who one day decided to battle a train.
Right.
Right. Can I push myself?
You can.
Or what's the devil? What's the
You can't
devil's
push
bargain?
yourself on those.
What's the devil's bargain? Or do? No, I guess there's not.
It's just a resistance roll. Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Now, Hamish
Okay.
Pike was a tall and powerful man, and one day his favorite rope.
Right.
All right.
Favorite
So
killing rope.
you'll take 1 stress
Okay.
because you got a 5. But you don't get thrown from the train. Instead, he sort of, pulls you up onto the top and then sort of, across the top of the train. But then you get tangled, because there's ladders and there's
I can grab something with my
Right.
other hand.
right. So you do that, and then of course at that point he hits the ground and gets ripped away from your rope just because
Yeah.
just
Sure.
the force of the impact.
Yep.
So you're just hanging there with.
But
your
I'm
rope.
prone, kind of, is the consequence.
Yeah, essentially.
Okay.
You're hanging from the ladder on the far side of the train
Right.
now.
Right.
Right. You're just kind of like this, but still with your rope.
Right.
Probably couldn't see that, but
Right.
it's
Yeah.
smaller.
Like, but the other guy's off.
Right. The 2 guys who are investigating are gone. Unfortunately, they did apparently alert people because there was a flare up in the sky now.
I'm gonna open the door and toss this guy's body off the train.
Okay. That is an excellent call because in the Deathlands, ghosts show up almost immediately.
Right.
Uh-huh.
So getting rid of it.
Yep.
I was in the Lost District. I know how this stuff works.
You know how this works. Exactly. So, Timothy, what have you been doing this whole time?
Watching in
I've
horror.
been trying to stay out of their way while they do physical combat stuff.
So, what's next?
Hey, boy.
I'll flick my rope back up, wind it back around me, and hop back down.
I'll open the door between our train and the next, or our car and the next
Yeah.
car.
Okay.
You get to.
So, this is a stock car. They don't have doors at the end. They only
Okay,
have
so
doors on the
let's stop.
side. So, you've
Well-
got to open the door on the side, climb along the side of the train until you can get to the end, and then you can jump to the next one.
But
That is
Mark,
what I'm
I'm
gonna
at the
do.
other end already.
You're on top, actually. So, you can just walk and then
Yeah,
jump
that's
to the next
that's
one.
what I'm gonna do.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm gonna do, Mark, and I'm gonna have the bird, keep lookout because I can see through his eyes.
Okay. There is definitely some response from the end of the train.
Okay.
You can see guys, sticking their head outs of windows.
We should disconnect
They start
that car
coming
quickly.
towards you, like
So if
either
we
on the side
disconnect
or
cars-
they jump up and climb along the top.
I just yell out the top, "We've got incoming!"
Okay. So Vaughn, you're actually going up top. Was that right?
Yeah.
Or are you going along the side?
I'm gonna go along the side.
Okay.
I've got tinkering. I'm going to see if I can figure out how to disconnect the car.
We need
Okay.
the cars behind us, though. That's where the stuff is.
No,
Do
the cars are.
we ahead of the
are
stuff?
No, they're towards the caboose. That's what Mark told me.
Yeah, they're it's about what you want is about 3 cars
Oh.
back.
We can't disconnect yet.
Oh,
We can't disconnect yet.
Right. You need to go
Oh.
back there before you can disconnect, really.
okay.
I mean, you could do it now, but
Okay, there you go.
This is our stuff.
Okay, I'm going to grab the
Nice.
shotgun and proceed on through the car behind us, like I'm looking for, like I'm in a hurry to get to wherever the hobos are.
okay. All right, Edland. What are
Yes.
you doing?
Well, I pocket the lightning rod. Where did,
It go in a pocket?
Well, I pocket it. I put it in a pouch. Where did Vaughn go?
It's more like a shotgun in length.
I went out the door and I'm going along the side of the car.
Yeah, Timothy and Vaughn went out the side. Hamish is on the top. You're in the middle. Or you're inside the car.
The top seems safer since there is a floor behind below you.
So part of railjet gear is, lots of hooks and carbiners and type of things. So, I mean,
Mhm.
when you go along the side, you've latched yourself on.
Right.